Are you ready to transform your life and the lives of those around you? This is a question I have been asking agers, solo agers, or if you consider olders to elders, even youngers. Do you want to transform your life? Uh, do you want to influence the lives of others? And I've had some great responses over time, but one of the areas that persons keep coming back to. Now, they may not call it specifically this, but they're hinting at it through some of the comments that they're making. What they were mentioning was this threads to string to cord to rope metaphor about mentoring. So I said to them, well, why mentor then? And I said, I have a few ideas I'd like to share with you. And this formed um contributions to that conversation that we were having. I said, mentoring is a great way to remain relevant. And they nodded their heads. I could see that one. Leverage experience, again, counter the sense of loneliness that sometimes creeps in as you get older. This one, they sort of head sort of perked up and said, "Age confidently." And I said, "Bring confidence into the aging process, and mentoring will allow you to do that through some of the characteristics that you mentioned, the reciprocal nature, the holistic idea behind mentoring." And then one that I've been finding near and dear to my heart is to determine the quality of experiences you welcome for you. So with mentoring, you get to determine the quality of the experiences. You get to say yes or no to the mentee that might get involved with you. And then the mentee, through their conversation with you, enrich the conversations and the conversations and the conversations to the point it's possible that the mentee can then become your mentor, and the relationship shifts. And it's just a glorious way in which to have friendships and relationships that go over time. Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Hobbs. I'm the author of this book, Mentoring Now. And just a little bit about the background of myself is I've published 18 plus books now, both personal and professional, delivered over 300 plus workshops and courses. It could actually be more. I think I've lost count at this point. I've traveled for work 6 or 7 continents. I continue to write articles for blogs and different outlets, produce videos with the YouTube channels. And one of the things that I came to recognize over time is that my educating preferences are facilitating, mentoring, and navigating. Mentoring here is in blue is because I've always considered myself a facilitative mentor. And when I do my mentoring, I'm very much in the world of navigating and sort of seeing where the conversations are going to go so that they're a benefit for the mentee. This book called Pathway for Mentoring Now is a book that has come over the years. I started out by writing a book called Help Them Help You Manage Lead, which was for managers and leaders in the workplace. It spoke about 9 education approaches, of which mentoring was one of those. I'm now in the midst of rewriting Help Them Help You because I wanted to share and shape 12 education approaches, and that will be out soon. But what I did was I said to myself, would people benefit from a book of my practices, the concepts and practices that I use? And if for no other reason, I thought it would be great just to get down the ideas, the insights, the interpretations, the investigations, the inquiries that I have gone through. And therefore, I provided a pathway to understand the mentor within and mentoring without, linked with myself. And there's a really wonderful story that goes through about a mentor and a mentee, very quick story, just to anchor the chapters in the book. Now, the book is available, and what is in the book are 42 action outcome statements. Think of a statement that starts with an action verb with an outcome, and therefore, when you read the statement, the action you're to take is to get a certain kind of outcome. And that picture comes to mind when you read that statement. And they're in the forms of checklists and memory matrix, some tools and techniques that you can use and take out of the book and photocopy and put on your desk, and off you go. Also, I included, not necessarily at the foreground of the book, but I provided 40 action outcome statements to organize a mentoring approach. So if you think of the 40 statements as a container, inside that container are these 42 action outcome statements about concepts and practices that make it more real. So there has to be something that gives you the context of the whole, and then give you things that you can work with yourself, and they come from my practice. And therefore, I encourage you to edit whatever it is that you're reading, add, alter, delete, so that you create an approach that is yours and it's in your words on your terms. Now, there are some bonuses that come with the book. They're listed below in the descriptions. And over time, you will learn about other places where you can come and learn more. There's office days that you can get involved with, where there's workshops and open conversations. There's office hours where you can come in and just bring your questions to the foreground. So lots of things to get involved with, but grab the book now and enjoy the read and see where it takes you. Now, I suggest, because of the book, in the sense of benefits for you, what benefits others have drawn from my conversations with them, and actually mentoring them as mentors over time, is that the book is going to suggest you some enhanced mentoring skills not found necessarily in other places. It will certainly help you with your personal and professional growth. It will build lasting relationships when you go to put it into action. And the beauty of it, it is a way of leaving a legacy. The program, as I call it in this book as part of the program, is mentoring as a legacy. So you'll get an opportunity to learn a little bit more about legacy, and that will help you to say, oh, using this mentoring is actually going to be a fun way in which to leave gifts with others, and so that they can learn from my experience. And that's one of the ways of looking at a legacy. So as we're getting towards closing here, I would just offer to you that mentoring now, yes, it's a book, obvious, but it's also a process. If you actually work through the 42 action outcome statements and look at the 40 other action outcome statements, there is a process there that you can follow and or edit, as I have mentioned. It does provide a context. There's the bigger context and then the specific context. And the book, I believe, will serve as a wonderful resource over time. And in the use of something like sticky notes, I'm sure you can add into the book and find other ways in which to take the insights and the ideas, the interpretations, investigations, and inquiries and add to them over time. And it's been great to share with you. I encourage you to purchase the book. All the details are below, and find it as a very wonderful resource as you move forward. So, with that, I wish you well and take care.